Hello everyone, my name is Claudia Torres and today I'd like to speak about the role of the library technician. To do so, I'm going to look at a job posting and some findings after having a conversation with a library technician who works in a school. So this is the job posting. This is school. The school is called Van Acker, and they're looking for a library technician. This is a public school at Morinville in Alberta, and I chose this job posting because I would like to work in a public school because I really enjoy working with kids as I was an elementary teacher back home, and I really enjoy working with them, and so I think this would be a great opportunity for me in the future. So I wanted to know more about all the requirements, the duties, and also salary expectations. Right, so that's why I chose this job posting, because it has everything. And actually this school is a K4 community school, and well, it's close to Edmonton, and it's a recent job posting. It was just 26 days ago, but here it says that it's a part-time position. Okay, just to keep that in mind. Some of the professional skills and abilities required for this position is to be tech savvy. So that means that you have to know about computers and programs, because you have to be able to troubleshoot problems related to computer devices and also audiovisual devices. So it's important you know what's the language of computers and how to solve technical problems. So you must know some about IT, and also cataloging is essential. It's an essential part because you have to manage the collection and keep records and help finding resources and materials in the library. So that's why cataloging it's very important. They're also looking for someone with excellent organizational skills, because they have to manage the collection time, and they also have to program activities for children and also book displays. So this involves also creativity and imagination, and as well as flexibility, because they have to adjust to many situations, and they also have to come up with solutions for problems. So they need to be very creative, and to look for solutions for the children, for the staff, for everyone. And so that's why it's also important to have customer service background or skills, because they have to deal with people all the time, and the clientele is the kids, their parents, teachers, the principal. So they have to get along with all of them, and to do so they have to have communicative skills that make everything more effective. After contrasting my skills with the job posting, I realized that there are many skills that I do have. And for example, I have experience in customer service and working with children, because as I told you before, I'm familiar with the school setting for being a teacher back home. And so I think I would get along with teachers, students, parents, principal, and staff in general. So I'm also looking forward to help children and staff um, with problems related to technology, to computers, or how to use different kinds of technology and devices. But it's something I have to still learn. So I hope to learn more about IT to be able to help them solve any problems. And also I'm a creative person and I don't get stuck. I try to solve problems and to adjust to challenging situations. So that's something I could be good at. I have yet to learn about how to catalog in a school library, but I am an organized person and I think I could do a good work by doing so. So after this exercise, I realized that I have to work more on my cataloging skills and the use of more technological resources and programs. So I'll try to do my best to do so in the next semesters, because I know those are essential skills to help people at the library. Actually, at any library, I need to help people to use technological resources, and I have to be able to know how to catalog materials and records. Well, uh, besides the job posting, I also interviewed a library technician. She's called Bonnie Morley. She is library technician. She graduated at McEwan, and she also graduated at the University of Alberta for her master's degree. So she is a library technician at McKee Elementary School and Edith Rogers School. So these are elementary schools and actually K9 schools. So from kindergarten to grade 9. And actually she was fantastic because she gave me lots of information about this library field. And I think this information will be useful not only for me but for all students at McEwan. Well, according to her experience, she chose working at a library in a school because first she loves working at the schools. She loved children, and she knew that even before she graduated. So another reason it was because of she was looking for work balance. She understands that the payment is a little bit lower than other library positions in other settings, but there are many health benefits and also days off, and she can also enjoy holidays. So it's a great work for her, and it helps her balance her work life. Okay, so well, she told me that after she graduated from McEwan, she got an email from Dr. Noreen, which was at that time her professor, and she recommended her for a temporary job at the APL. And then she just worked for 1 month, but once she was able to work there, she could be more aware of other job postings and job positions that many other students wouldn't know. So she applied for those jobs, she got the jobs, and she has been working in library schools for the last 10 years. So that's why networking is very important, because she says the library community it's very small and they get to know each other. So getting these connections really helps get to know about job opportunities, and also having the skills. It's very important, because otherwise her professor wouldn't recommend her here if she wouldn't have the skills. And being able to work part-time jobs or even temporary jobs, it's also a good thing, because despite it was only 1 month, she got many opportunities to get established after that. And also supply lists. She told me that with supply lists are very important to substitute current librarians, and then you can have an opportunity to work in this field. And also being part of an union helps people land different jobs even when you get laid off. According to her, the best of working at school libraries is programming for kids. And it's because she really enjoys create new activities that help children engage with the library resources. Because sometimes they don't even know all the activities and materials they can use at the library. And also making displays to arrange books and to set different layouts that help children pick different materials and resources at the library. And they also get curious. It's something that she said. And also building relationship with the students and their families throughout several years, because she gets to know them since they are in kindergarten till they get to grade 9, so which is great. So they have a special relationship. They bond, and they have that confidence to share their experiences with her, and to have a fun environment at the library. And one thing she said is you can run your own show, and that means that she can work independently. So she says that she's her own boss most of the time, because she only has to respond to the principal, and she doesn't have many colleagues working around her, so she has to figure out everything, and it's something that she really likes, to be independent. Well, she also talked about some drawbacks in this field. Well, library technicians face limited budgets and cuts, because they rely on the government budget, and sometimes they are very limited, and so that makes hard the collection management and job stability, because they have to justify all the time the role they have in the school as librarians, and the importance of having more budget to get more resources. So this requires a strong work in advocacy, and she really is good at this. Okay, she's an advocate in this role. Also, she says that it's very hard to get to know the problems and difficult situations students have, and sometimes it's an emotional burden to know all of this and not being able to help them. So it's very challenging in that way. And also there are few full-time positions. Most of them are part-time positions, and the payment is lower in comparison to other library fields. So she said that maybe you're not gonna make a lot of money, but it's a rewarding career. So what it takes to be a school librarian? Well, according to Bonnie, she says that we have to be passionate, in order to do a great work and to love our job. Okay, so to understand that bonding with students is very important, and also to be willing to come up with solutions to everyday problems with computers, with resources, budget, or finding materials, to not get stuck, right? So she also said that we should be organized and have a sense of independence, to be our own boss and to deal with difficult situations and figure out things by ourselves. And also cataloging training is key, because this helps facilitate the search of records. So we have to do all of this in order to have the right skills to be a school librarian. Well, in conclusion, I would say that this has been a great exercise to get to know all the pros and cons, and also the requirements, the skills that we need to succeed in this field. So I would say that Bonnie is an aspiring library technician, because she showed me that, okay, maybe money is not the most important for this position, but having a rewarding experience helping children, students, and staff, it's very rewarding and exciting. So it's something I look forward to, and that's why advocacy it's key in this field, to let everyone know why librarians are important and library technicians are important in the library schools, and how to get to know all the skills and abilities regarding technology, the use of technology, the management of collection, and people skills, how to be organized, and how everything counts to be a great librarian. And the most important, to love and do our job well.